Welcome to the Card Sharks Iceberg. Today, we're taking a look at this iceberg right here that goes over information about the JMU Card Sharks. At the top of the list, we have the most well-known information about the Card Sharks, and at the bottom of the list, we have the most obscure and interesting information about the JMU Card Sharks. My name is Engelbert,
And I'm KJ.
and this is the Card Sharks Iceberg.
On the screen right now, you'll see a meter with all the different cards. The higher up in cards we go, the more sure we are of what we're talking about. If you see black, that means Engelbert is talking. If you see red, that means I'm talking. Thank you for watching.
Clear skies. Sharks.
Sharks are a group of elasmobranch cartilaginous fish characterized by a ribless endoskeleton, dermal denticles, 5 to 7 gill slits on each side, and pectoral fins that are not fused to the head.
Cards. A playing card is a letter or greetings card that is used when one person or party wishes to express appreciation to another. They are frequently sent after an event, such as a birthday, a religious festival or holiday, and especially when a gift has been received. Personal thank you letters and cards are often handwritten, and the addressee is typically a friend, acquaintance, or relative. Letters of gratitude are usually written as formal business letters, either to a client, a supplier, an employer, or a prospective employer after an interview, or an employee as part of an engaged workforce. Games.
A game is a structured type of play, usually undertaken for entertainment or fun, and sometimes used as an educational tool. Many games are also considered to be work, such as professional players of spectator sports of games, or art, jigsaw puzzles, mahjong, or some video games.
JMU. JMU is a public research university in Harrisville, Virginia, United States. Founded in 1908, the institution was renamed in 1938 in honor of the fourth president of the United States. It has since expanded from its origins as a normal school and teachers' college into a comprehensive university. It is situated in the Shenandoah Valley, just west of the Massanutten Mountain. The Shenandoah Valley is a geographic valley and cultural region of Western Virginia and the eastern panhandle of West Virginia in the United States. The valley is bound to the east by the Blue Ridge Mountains, to the west by the eastern front of the Ridge and Valley Appalachians, excluding the Massanutten Mountain, to the north by the Potomac River, to the south by the James River, and to the southwest by the New River Valley. Card Sharks.
Card Sharks is the name of this club at JMU. We're not really sure where we got its name, but we know that they play cards and have something to do with sharks.
The tip. Card Sharks meeting on Monday, March 3rd in NGO 1202. Now, we're not really sure what this one means, but we think that there was a Card Sharks meeting held on Monday, March 3rd in the room NGO 1202, and we're pretty sure that NGO is a room or like a hall in JMU.
James Madison, March 16th, 1751 to June 28th, 1836, was an American statesman, diplomat, and founding father who served as the fourth president of the United States from 1809 to 1817. Madison was popularly acclaimed as the father of the Constitution for his pivotal role in drafting and promoting the Constitution of the United States and the Bill of Rights. We're not really sure why he's on this list. It doesn't really make any sense, but he is. So we're gonna do it.
Card Sharks meeting on Wednesday, March 5th in NGO 1210. So this one is kind of a niche reference. It is widely believed by the Card Sharks community that on Wednesday, March 5th, there was a meeting held in the room NGO 1210. As discussed, NGO is an academic hall at JMU where we think that engineering and geology sciences go on. Geology is a branch of natural science concerned with the Earth and other astronomical objects, the rocks of which they are composed, and the processes by which those rocks change over time. Personally, I'm a huge fan of rocks and geology in general. My favorite rock is probably the amethyst rock because it's so epic in Minecraft. Shallow waters.
Movie night, Friday, March 7th. We think there's a movie night from Card Sharks on March 7th on Friday.
Wilbur. There is an old tale surrounding the club. The original founders would perform a ritual in which they would stick their hand to some sort of drawing surface and use a drawing utensil to create a turkey with their hand. It's unknown how exactly this ritual was performed or for what reason they did it, but we do know that club members still reference it to this day.
Game of Assassins ongoing. I think they're playing this game called Assassins. We're not really sure about it, but we think they're still doing it, so it's still happening. The card sharks are playing Assassins still, I think. It's still ongoing, you know? Yeah, pretty sure. President Badia shot dead. Now this entry, we're starting to get a little more serious, further down on the iceberg. This entry refers to the fact that the president of card sharks, Diego Badia, was tragically shot dead a few weeks ago. There's been a power vacuum now that he's been gone. We're all mourning him, and his family especially misses them. It's been rumored that his brother Pablo is really sad.
Ocean's Blue.
The Go Fish 11/3/2021 seismic event. This is an event that happened in 11/3.
No, dude, it's spring break.
Oh, spring break. I'm not really sure what this is. We think that it might be this break that people at JMU go on every spring from like maybe in March, I think. Probably around there. This won't make sense now, but it's important for an entry later, so we just decided to put it a little higher up.
30 people remain in Assassins. So, as my friend Clax Jackson just said...
It's not my name!
Sorry about that. As KJ just said, there's a game of Assassins that's being played, and right now, at this time of recording, it looks like there are 30 players left in the game. So basically what that means is that everybody has a target and a hunter, and they're trying to hunt their target, and their hunter's trying to hunt them. And there are 30 people participating in this game. This is a game that JMU Card Sharks plays, and it's been long rumored to have caused deaths in the club, but we're pretty sure that that's just a rumor.
No Mao until 8. No Mao until 8 refers to the rule that is present in some Card Sharks meetings where you're not allowed to play the game Mao until 8 p.m. How do I stop recording? Hello? I can't find the... Oh, I think... Oh, yeah, I got it. Card Sharks TV show / potential lawsuit. This entry refers to the fact that the Card Sharks Club at JMU named themselves after a very popular TV show. It's said that this TV show may have tried to sue the Card Sharks Club at JMU. In this TV show, 5 people would all play games of cards, and the last one who won would get a special surprise from the host. Now, I can't say that surprise on YouTube, but if you look it up, you can maybe find some more info about it. Card Sharks elections coming in April. Because of the tragic killing of President Diego Badia, which on all of our souls we are still mourning, there has been a power vacuum that needs to be filled. Rumors say that Gypsy Longtometer is aiming for the president role. But we'll see what happens.
Deep Waters.
Tuesday meeting on March 11th, NGO 2210. Now this entry, I'm pretty sure that it refers to the fact that Card Sharks are holding a Tuesday meeting on March 11th in NGO 2210. NGO is a building at JMU, I think. I'm pretty sure. They do like engineering and geology there. I think rocks are cool. Just like Engelbert. Jimmy Clap. This is a Jimmy Clap. Yeah, those who know. Game of Assassins continues during spring break. This entry refers to the fact that the Game of Assassins, held by Card Sharks, is still going during spring break. That's why spring break was an earlier entry.
Dark Waters. Hidden meaning in the number 52. The standard playing card deck consists of 52 cards, excluding the 2 jokers, but it is a long-standing rumor that the number 52 has some sort of spiritual significance. 52 is closely associated with the transition into the afterlife. It's well known that the Knights Templar believed that their kingdom would come after 52 sinless souls purged their way to heaven. It is widely believed that because of this, the number 52 was chosen for playing card decks to symbolize their transition into the afterlife.
11/3/2021 Go Fish seismic event. This one was hard to find, but we found an old forum post from 2002 on the website Jaddit. On the j/cardshark subJaddit, we found a post about this Go Fish seismic event. It claims that a student named Archibald Johnson on November 3rd, 2021 was playing Go Fish when a hex from the board game club exec was cast on him, causing a seismic event to happen. All records of him disappeared except for this subJaddit post.
Exec lied to JMU event management. Exec is the team that makes up Cardsharks' leadership. These 5 people make up all the rules for Cardsharks. But as it states in this entry, at one point they had to lie to the JMU event management team. It's not known exactly what caused them to lie or what the lie was about, but we have this screenshot here where Exec lies to JMU event management that they were not doing their Baphomet chest releases. It's unclear why they felt the need to lie, but it's probably because the university would not support this kind of satanic practice. Cardsharks paid by the university to stop playing Dewdock. Now, for those unaware, Dewdock is a game that used to be played by Cardsharks that isn't really played by them anymore. It's not exactly known why they stopped playing. It's probably because the upperclassmen stopped playing it. But the reason for why they stopped playing it is widely contested. Some believe that it also has ties to spirit. The university is believed to have bribed the exec team of Cardsharks to stop playing the game altogether. The Abyss. Dick Andy. Dick Andy is the most notorious figure in the Cardsharks community. Known for his frequent trolling and messing with community members, Dick Andy has gained a reputation as being one of the most infamous Cardshark members. It's unclear where exactly he comes from, but we know that he's been active in the Cardsharks since at least fall of 2024. Dick Andy is known for his aggressive pranks in which he torments other members of the JMU Cardsharks card club. Some claim that Dick Andy is just a myth, while others on the subJaddit claim to have seen him in person. We here aren't sure if Dick Andy is real or mythical, but we do know that he holds a place in the Cardsharks community as one of the most notorious members of the Cardsharks community.
Reed Anderson betrays the Goon Squad. This entry refers to the fact that Reed Anderson betrayed his alliance during the game of Assassins, known as the Goon Squad. During the first round of Assassins before the scramble, the Goon Squad all believed that Reed Anderson had Rice, but in fact, he had lied and actually had Elijah and was planning to get him out. While the Goon Squad knew he couldn't be trusted, they thought it was a simple blunder, but that was their biggest mistake. After the scramble, Reed Anderson got Nathan Quinn Beardsley as his target and assaulted him in his dorm, taking him out hastily. He then sent a message titled "Death to Goon Squad" and left the group chat. Soon after, Daniel James Parsons was eliminated. To this day, Elijah Killer and Karis is the only member of the Goon Squad still standing. Game of Mao has ties to MK Ultra experiments. Now, the MK Ultra experiments was a human experimentation program designed and undertaken by the US Central Intelligence Agency to develop procedures and identify drugs that could be used during interrogations to weaken individuals and force confessions through brainwashing and psychological torture. The term MK Ultra is a CIA cryptonym. MK is an arbitrary prefix standing for the Office of Technical Service, and Ultra is an arbitrary word out of a dictionary used to name this project. The program has been widely condemned as a violation of individual rights, an example of the CIA's abuse of power, with critics highlighting its disregard for consent and its corrosive impact on democratic principles. Project MK Ultra began in 1953 and was halted in 1973. MK Ultra used numerous methods to manipulate its subjects' mental states and brain functions, such as the covert administration of high doses of psychoactive drugs, especially LSD, and other chemicals without the subject's consent. Additionally, other methods beyond chemical compounds were used, including electroshocks, hypnosis, sensory deprivation, isolation, verbal and sexual abuse, and other forms of torture.
Some in the Card Sharks community believe that the game of Mao is tied to MK Ultra in some way. The most prominent theory is that MK Ultra spawned the game of Mao during an experiment.
Screw Your Neighbor Triner.mp4. This is a video found on the dark web that reveals secrets about the game Screw Your Neighbor. In Screw Your Neighbor, you all get a card, I think, and you look at your card, and then you can like switch it with your neighbor, and you want to have you don't want to have the lowest card because then you lose. And this video was found on the dark web, which is a worldwide web content that exists on darknets, overlay networks, that use the internet but require specific software configurations or authorization to access. Through the dark web, private computer networks can communicate and conduct business anonymously without divulging user identifying information, such as like your location and stuff. The dark web forms a small part of the deep web. The deep web, invisible web, or hidden web are parts of the World Wide Web whose contents are not indexed by standard web search engine programs. This is in contrast to the surface web, which is accessible to anyone using the internet. This explains the Screw Your Neighbor Triner.mp4 video and its origins.
Voorhees' second rule, do not research. Now, me and KJ got really scared over the do not research label, but we ultimately decided that we were going to research it anyways to complete this iceberg. Now, it's not entirely clear what Voorhees' second rule refers to, but we do believe that it has something to do with Voorhees, a member of the Card Sharks JMU Card Sharks Club ever since at least fall 2024. There have been several times during Mao play sessions in which Voorhees has had 2 or more rules, but we're pretty sure that it's referring to his nebulous and currently unreleased Speak When Spoken To rule. Voorhees claims that this rule takes at least 5 paragraphs to fully explain all of its depth, but we're also pretty sure that there is a physical principle regarding the physics properties of the universe called Voorhees' second rule, and it deals with the ways that particles interact with each other and how sometimes they can actually act as waves. We're not entirely sure which one of these it's referring to, but it's at least referring to one of them. Card Sharks is secretly woke. The JMU Card Sharks claims to be an apolitical club, but it's very clear that several of its members, including the exec team, have a woke bent to them. This can be best observed in the name of the game Mao, referring to the chairman Mao Zedong from China. Mao Zedong was the chairman of the Chinese Communist Party, and as we know, communism is woke. Furthermore, if you pull up the Card Sharks official playlist for the 2024 to 2025 school year term, you can see several woke songs, such as Born This Way by Lady Gaga, Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, I Ain't Worried by One Republic, and Flashing Lights by Kanye West.
Alright, the October 27th, 2024 incident. Now this one is pretty hard to find information on, so we had to come up with a few different interpretations. The first one is the rediscovery of the Waltz in A minor by Chopin, the piano player. Dated back to 1830 or to 1835, authentication would make it to the first discovery of an unknown work by Chopin since the late 1930s. The second one is the privatization of Radio Liechtenstein. A 7th referendum took place on 27th of October 2024 regarding the privatization of Radio Liechtenstein, the state broadcasting radio station of Liechtenstein. The last one, and probably the least likely, is that is the day that Nathan Quinn Beardsley got out in his first Assassin's game, slimed out by Samuel Victor Higgins on the 5th floor of Jennings.
You might think that this is the end of the iceberg, but actually, there's one layer we've been keeping secret this whole time. Card Sharks originated from the Knights Templar, the poor fellow soldiers of Christ and the Temple of Solomon, mainly known as the Knights Templar, was a French military order of the Catholic faith, and one of the wealthiest and most popular military orders in Western Christianity.
They were founded in 1118 to defend pilgrims on their way to Jerusalem, with their headquarters located there on the Temple Mount, and existed for nearly 2 centuries during the Middle Ages.
Officially endorsed by the Roman Catholic Church by such decrees as the papal bull Omne Datum Optimum of Pope Innocent II, the Templars became a favored charity throughout Christendom and grew rapidly in membership and power, The Templar Knights and their distinctive white mantles with a red cross were among the most skilled fighting units of the Crusades.
This mantle eventually evolved to look similar to the club symbol seen on playing cards, although it was in red, not black.
This is how the Knights Templar is related to playing cards themselves. However, it is long known that the card sharks themselves are actually the descendants of the original Knights Templar.
Now we trace the genealogy of Tabaud Gowden all the way back to a current card sharks member, Gypsy Longtometer.
It is well known that Gypsy Longtometer's older brother, Flipsy Longtometer, is the original founders of the card sharks way back in 2003.
It is well-known information that the card sharks still perform Masonic rituals every single meeting in their secret exec room, such as a Baphomet chest release, exfoliation, and spreading the energy around.
Although the nefarious card sharks exec team has tried to keep this information secret, KJ and I have uncovered this information on the Blumbler page for the original Card Sharks exec team. And that concludes the Card Sharks Iceberg. We know that some of the stuff on this list was kind of wacky and out there, but if you made it this far, thanks for watching.